Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Do you want some dinner?
Sure. What are my choices?
Yes and no.
Alright, welcome to another episode of Project Failblazer. We're going to be looking at the front end of my truck again. I installed the steering rack off of my parts blazer and got it all hooked in with the suspension and everything. And the driver's side tire is straight and the passenger side tire is kind of towed in just a little bit. Kind of looks like he's a little bit cross-eyed, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we're going to work on curing up those tires and getting them pretty straight. The steering wheel's a little bit cocked as well. It's not quite straight, so we're going to look at all those components and try to true that up. The best that I can anyway, because I'm going to drive this thing into town. I've got an appointment on Monday to have the truck front end aligned. That's not the only thing I'm going to try to work on in this video, so we're going to look at a few different things, tie up some loose ends, that way this thing is completely drivable. So let's get started. Alright, so what I've done is I've straightened up the steering wheel, got it as about as centered as possible, and you can see that the driver's side tire, it's turned in just a little bit, so we've got to adjust that back out. Passenger side tire is actually not that bad. It's towed in just a little bit as well. The vehicle looks like it's a bit pigeon-toed at the moment. We're going to adjust the end links on the steering rack and try to straighten those out. Got the cotter pin out of the end link bolt. I'm going to get this castle nut off with a 21mm impact. Alright, before I drop this end link, I'm going to loosen this nut right here. I took some WD-40 and a wire brush and I cleaned off the threads on this end link to make it easier on myself. Alright, so I'm leaving myself plenty of room so I can adjust this inward and straighten out this wheel. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and knock out the end link here. I'll hold this still. And just turn the end link. Okay, I've given it several rotations. Now I'm ready to hook it back to the spindle. I'll just see what that does for us. That's looking pretty okay. I'm going to throw my tire on here, just give it a quick eyeball test. Yeah, that's looking pretty okay. I think that's good enough for government work. We'll run with that, and then the shop's going to do the alignment and they'll get that all exactly where it needs to be. Steering wheel's a little bit to the left. Yeah, there's still just a tiny bit of toe in. That's alright, that's good enough for me. Be good enough to be able to drive it to town. I don't think I'm going to adjust anything over here. This looks pretty decent. So, alright, that's it for that. Get the tires back on and get this puppy back down on earth. Alright, I need to tighten down the castle nut and the end link nut. Alright, that is definitely looking a lot better in the front. Wheels aren't near as towed in as they were. Alright, up next, I gotta do the rear brakes. Alright, the bolts for the caliper are 14mm. Alright, there's another little nut on the other side of the bolt. I'm going to hold that still with this wrench. Try to work opposite of each other here to get this bolt out. Man, why is that on there so tight? Gee whiz. Finally got this thing loose. Holy cow. Look at that thing. I'll be replacing that bolt. Oh, that's not looking much better. Okay, I've got 18mm socket on the caliper bracket. There goes nothing. cow, that's on there too. Shoo-wee! Man, dudes are on there. Whew. What's longer than forever? 5 ever. And that's how long it took me to get these bolts out of this stupid caliper. Those little dudes were boogers. That pad was stuck to the rotor. That thing was worn out way worse than that one. Right, this is going to be a pain right here. Alright, this rotor is really stuck on there. The emergency brake has like these little brake shoes that are on the inside of this rear rotor. So you've got these 2 little holes that you put a bolt in, and as you screw that in, it'll pry it away from the hub. There we go. That's pretty cool. Thank you, GM, for putting those on there. Much appreciated. Sincerely, Daninator. Alright, just notice that this upper support right here is snapped completely in 2. So we're going to get this thing off and replace it before we put the rotor on. Alright, I just about got this licked. I had a, what is this, a 13/16 on this end. And I put my spark plug socket on that side with a 7/8 right there. So that thing's toast. Now I've got to get the other end right here. This should be interesting. Hopefully there's not something on the backside where I have to get a wrench on it, because that will stink. Alright, so I'm back at this. I had to stop. It's my daughter's birthday party, so. Back at it. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this bolt out. Using power tools here. Use some blunt force trauma and get this thing out of here. Okie dokie. And homie's gonna play like that. Alright, I'm finally getting it out. What I ended up doing was taking my tire iron, jamming it in here like this, and just kind of pushing this way, trying to open up this bracket just a little bit so that this will come out. It's just really hung up in there. It's driving me crazy. Man, that is really in there. Finally. Alright, got the other one off the parts truck. And then reinstall. Alright, I'm going to use my impact wrench and I'm just going to send it. Alright. Doesn't quite want to line up, and I don't know why. Here we go. If all else fails, put a pry bar on it. Okay. Alright, now back to what I was starting to do about 12 hours ago. Okay, I'm going to reuse this brake caliper mount. These brakes are really stuck in there. Very much fused in place. I went through and made sure these bolts here were lubed good. And I took a wire brush and I cleaned off the threads of all of my bolts and gave them a good dousing of W40. And we're ready to install the bracket. Hopefully this will go on a whole lot easier than it came off. So far so good. Well, I almost forgot about the emergency brake bracket. I'm going to put 10mm bolt back in that. These go on pretty easy. Before I put those on there, I took that wire brush and I cleaned out the grooves for these brakes. Make sure everything was nice and clean. Wow, these are very tight. Now I'm going to compress this caliper so we can put it over these fresh brake pads. Okay, I took a wire brush again and cleaned off these bolts. This one cleaned up pretty good. The other one didn't so much. It's almost like they put thread locker or something on them. Boy, I tell you what, I'm beat. That's it for tonight. Still got some more to do. Brand new brakes are on. Gotta love it. A couple things of note. One was the driver's side rear brake, the brake caliper, was missing one of the 14mm bolts. Go figure. So the caliper was partially off. The rear brakes were quite a bear. Those 18mm bolts that hold in the caliper bracket, boy, I tell you, they were fused in there. Took every bit of muscle I had in breaker bars and stuff. I even used my feet to step on the breaker bar to get those things to come loose. Whoever put those on there put some thread locker on there, so it gommed it up pretty bad. So anyway, that's fixed. Brand new brake pads and rotors all the way around on this thing now. Certainly didn't expect to be up to midnight doing this, but oh well. We got some more work yet to do, so coming up next, the rest of the work I was hoping to get done today. Alright guys, I decided to end the video right here. Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode of Project Failblazer. I'll be resolving my AC issue, plus fixing a few more odds and ends. Thanks for watching, and remember, running late doesn't count as exercise. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Hurry it up!
I'm on a schedule.